If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go here in Inglewood. And across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down. Take it up to about the 33-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. But when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Vegas!
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's no one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They've got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. Doing there, they made sure he would not get free.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! 7, go!
quick throw on the RPO is complete. Now he's loose down the right sideline. He's to the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The extra point, up and good. And the Browns struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets up past the 35.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He keeps it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Now Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas!
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
What is up?
Throwing on second. Oh, they caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Browns have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
They're on the 49-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Finding space inside the 40. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 36 yards.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Way to number 3. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
What is up?
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
What is up?
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. But he goes nowhere. The ball doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it looking at 4th down and 2.
What is up? Yes. Cargo. Yes. Punch first. Vegas.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. Here's Carr. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Carr from the gun on third down. He'll let one go down the middle.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Yeah. And it's a good return here. It'll take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
Ready, set.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ready, set.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Yes.
On third down, it's Williams. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Watch right.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
Ready, set. Punch, stop. Vegas. Slam left.
Throwing is Williams. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Chargers. Down for the point after. It's up and good. Chargers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Chargers 7.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Carr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Let's go.
Look wide, get this one complete, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll send a man in motion left. Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. That one out wide to Achane. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cleveland.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding. Who do they want to account for? Because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Ready.
To throw is Carr. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
Come on, come on. 7 o'clock, 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
Carr working out of the gun. To the pylons, he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and it's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Chargers 7.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return is Tucker. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Fake up dog type. It's like a soft pipe. Dog is the dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. As it comes 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Second and inches.
Yes. Punch Spurs. Yes. Vegas.
Now Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Yes. Punch Spurs. Yes. Tempo. Vegas.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Devon Achane to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the jump. 18 Rattler. Hey, Smash. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 6-19 Lion.
Carr now to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. opportunity waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. Past the 45. And he will dive into the end zone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 28, Chargers 14.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I tell watch do it. We survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't want my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, I mean the shit I seen, send them off. Take a listen.
What is up?
On the option, here's Robinson. Has an opening, past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
And the Chargers.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Vegas, yes. Punch Spurs.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Patty. Punch Spurs. Yes. Vegas. Yes.
On second down, it's Williams. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 45. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Chargers have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he's in! Bijan Robinson, touchdown Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. No problem there on the extra point. And the Chargers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Come on.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go.
Carr. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
It is third and long.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back is Carr. Forced out left. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's second and 8.
Vegas!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but and maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
And the Chargers.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
50-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And now I live it. Ain't it a gift? No, it's God-given. I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield.
2nd and 10.
And it'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Vegas,
To throw is Williams. And he'll take it on in. Great touchdown, LA. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a lot of
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return is Achan. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. A run out of the gun with Achan. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Carr now on second down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Carr. That's taken in by Achan. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Second down, Carr. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Former third overall pick, Quentin Williams. Getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Okay, quick. Go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. Gonna bring up fourth down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was... Snap. The quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. So the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and a pass. Ball's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And here's Bijan. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Vegas, Vegas! Yeah. Yes. Punch stars, punch Vegas. Yes. Cover.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jahan Campbell.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Here we go. 70. Ready.
A run, and it's A-10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
To throw is Carr. Now a screen set up for A-10. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Carr going to keep this one. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Okay,
So
ready?
after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Get up. Pass the 60.
From the shotgun, it's caught. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return is Tucker. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's left side to Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
29-yard line.
Now Williams. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Browns as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.